Hello, my name is Pastor Nadine Smith, and I am the Club Ambassador for Life Changes Club Houston, and I'm so excited to speak with you today. The thing that I want to share with you today is how we should live in the midst of turbulence. You know, a few years ago, I was on a flight to New York, and it's my first time flying to New York during the winter. And so, needless to say, we had extremely terrible turbulence. When I tell you that people were grabbing those bags that they have and people were throwing up. I mean, people were screaming, people were crying, people were scared. The plane, it dropped so many times. I've never experienced any turbulence like that before or since then, anything like that. And so everyone was scared. There was a young lady sitting beside me and I was just calm. And I told her, I said, listen, you know, I had a conversation with God this morning and he never told me that today will be my last day on earth. So I know we're not gonna die. We're gonna be just fine. And so I wanted to share with you, 4 principles that will work for you in the times of turbulence, in the times of chaos. And so the first thing I want to share with you is to expect your portion. I told this young lady, I said, I had time with God this morning, and he didn't tell me that it was going to be my last day. Not that God needs to tell me all his secrets, but I expected something. I expected to arrive at my destination. So we have to live in expectation despite what is happening around us. We have to expect what God has said. Somebody said expectation is the breathing ground for miracles. Yes, it is. And it also has the potential to keep you. So if you live in expectation, you're living in a place of hope and a place of faith. If you believe and you expect what God has said, then it will come to pass. The second thing I want to say is show up. Don't allow the turbulence, don't allow the chaos, don't allow the broken pieces, the broken things to distract you and prevent you from being where God has ordained you to be. Now, I know we're on lockdown right now, but we can still show up even in the place of being on lockdown. We can show up on social media. We could show up by a phone call, a text. We could show up by writing that book, writing that business plan, caring for our family, being gracious and being just thankful to God. So show up. The third thing I want to say is obey the instructions, no matter how difficult, unfair, or confusing it might be to you. Obey that instruction. Because there can never be shame when we obey God's instruction. We can never be put to shame. The Bible says, and my people shall not be put to shame. And the final thing I want to say to you is go all the way. Do not stop halfway. Don't quit. And certainly do not change God's instructions for your agenda. Saul tried that when God told him to destroy everything. He saved some things. When God said, destroy everything, you destroy everything. He's God. And so go all the way. Push yourself. Focus. Keep moving forward despite what is happening around you, despite the turbulence, despite the trials, despite the distraction, despite the broken places and the broken things that is happening in our society right now, despite the despair and the fear. Go all the way. God is waiting on you at the end of that journey that he has sent you on to bless you. So I want to encourage you today. Listen, expect your portion, show up, obey, and go all the way. God bless you.